everyone, welcome to the final exam. Today you watch to the GK most important 50-100 questions. One-line questions to all of the in English. This video is a completed history, geography and constitution most important question for important all exams. Now start our topics. First point is the geography. Geography. First point is the theory related to origin of universe was given by Alexander E. Now that is right answer. The theory related to origin of the universe, Big Bang theory. Proxima Centauri is the nearest star to the Earth after the Sun. Our galaxy named is the Milky Way. The Sun is the source of energy, solar system. Diameter of the Sun is the 1392 kilometers. The Sun is the 110 times larger than the Earth. The Sun is 71% hydrogen and 26% helium. The Sun rotates and its axis from east to west. It takes 8 minutes 16.8 seconds of the light to reach the Earth. The visible part of the Sun at the time of solar eclipse is called the Surya Mukut or corona. At the time of the solar eclipse, amount of the ultraviolet gases in the atmosphere increasing. At the time of the solar eclipse, the moon comes between the sun and earth. The total number of planets in our solar system in the 8. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and Jupiter is the biggest planet या largest planet you are seeing. The coldest planet सन इज दी मरकरी. अच्छा, क्लोजेस्ट प्लानट की बात की जा रही है, कोल्डेस्ट नहीं, क्लोजेस्ट प्लानट की बात की जा रही है. द प्लानेट फर्दर फ्रॉम दी सन इज दी वरुण, यानी दूर जो सबसे स्थित उसकी बात यहाँ पे की जा रही है. फर्दर प्लानेट है वरुणा है, यानी नेपच्यून की बात की जा रही है. नेपच्यून, ये आपको ध्यान, नेपच्यून. अर्थली आर दी इनर पॉइंट इज दी मर्क्यूरी, वीनस, अर्थ और मार्स, यानी जो इनर आपके सेटेलाइट्स हैं उनकी यहाँ पे बात की जा रही है. प्लैनेट की बात की जा रही है. आउटर प्लैनेट्स की बात की जाए तो भाई यहाँ पे जो है जुपिटर, ईस्टर्न एंड यूरेनस एंड नेपच्यून है. द लार्जेस्ट प्लैनेट इज टर्म्स ऑफ द साइज इज जुपिटर एंड स्मॉलेस्ट इज द मरकरी. ईस्टर्न इज द हाईएस्ट डेंसिटी एंड लोवेस्ट इज द वेनस. बोथ वेनस एंड यूरेनस प्लैनेट्स ऑर्बिट्स ऑफ द सन इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द ईस्ट टू वेस्ट. मरकरी वेनस डू नॉट हैव एनी सैटेलाइट्स. Planet Venus is called the dawn of two light star, is also called the brightest star, is also called the twin sister of Earth, is also called the goddess of love and beauty. Mars is the called of red planet, is due to excess iron oxide. Mars has two satellites, Phobos and Deimos. Deimos is the smallest satellite in the solar system. Jupiter has 78 satellites, including the largest Ganymede satellite, which is the largest satellite in the solar system. Before 2019, Jupiter had the highest number of satellites at 67. Saturn has 82 satellites, with the largest being Titan. Before Saturn of the 62 satellite, rings are found around Saturn and rings are found also around Uranus. The planet Uranus is called the laying planet. Its color is green due to the methane. The most distant planet from the sun is the Neptune. Earth is the only planet in the solar system has life on it. It is also called the blue planet due to the excess of water. The Earth is tilted of axis of 33.5 degree. Sun rotates in the west to east. Day is the Earth on the right. Nights of the rotation is daily motion of the Earth. The Earth shape is geoid. The Earth shape is the geoid. Only satellite near the Earth is Moon. The maximum distance यहाँ पे 150 million किमी between Earth and Sun is the called aphelion on 4th July. The minimum distance यहाँ पे maximum, यहाँ पे minimum है. Minimum distance 14.70 करोड़ किमी, यहाँ पे million की बात की जा रही है, million. Between the Earth and Sun is called the perihelion. It occurs on 3 January. 3rd January की बात की गई है. The average distance between the Earth and Sun is the 14.9 million km. Average distance between the Moon and Earth is 3,84,000 km. The maximum distance between the Moon and Earth is called apogee, and minimum distance Moon and Earth called is perigee. Study of Moon is called selenology. Earth comes between the Sun and the Moon at the time of lunar eclipse. Imaginary line draw from the north to south over the earth called longitude. ये आपको ध्यान रखना है भाई, longitude बोला जाता है. Imaginary line drawn from east to west over the earth is called to latitude. The international line passing through the middle of earth is called the equator. The equator divided to earth into the two equal parts, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The tropic of Cancer is located in northern hemisphere 23rd half degree from the equator, while the tropic of Capricorn is located 23rd half degree in the southern hemisphere. The first astronaut to land on the moon was Neil Armstrong 21st July 19 from Apollo 11. The first person to go into space was Yuri Gagarin, and first creature to sent to space was dog named Laika. The maximum distance between two latitude lines is 111 km. The maximum distance between two longitude lines is 111.32 km. The difference of the time between one longitude is 4 minutes. The 180-degree longitude is called the international dateline. International dateline. A difference of the 1 day is the founded between east to west of the international date. You saw this and you watch this and saw this. If you stand in the 180-degree longitude, then you here stand. If you want walking, go to cross the line and now west, there east. If you either to Sunday, then you got it now here Saturday. Then you see the last 1 day Sunday makes a Saturday. So that if you west to east go and then got a Saturday to Sunday, it's clear. Okay. Now makes next point what's the Indian Standard Time lines 80 to 100 half degree east longitude passed through Allahabad, Naini and Mirzapur Mill. India Standard Time line 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of World's Standard Time line. The world is divided into 24 time zones, and out of the 11 time zones are held by Russia and 7 time zones by with America. There are 7 continents and 5 oceans. Order of the largest continent region: Asia, Africa, North America or South America, Antarctica, Australia. The largest Asia being the smallest Australia. Antarctica is called the white continent, larger by area. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean और Southern Ocean, Arctic Ocean और largest Pacific Ocean, smallest जो है Antarctic Ocean. Arctic Ocean. The largest water treaty in the world is the Wing Water Treaty, was the separating Alaska and the connect to the Bering Sea and the Chukothy Sea. The Strait of the Gibraltar is the world's widest strait, separating the Spain and Morocco. While connecting the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean, it is also called the gateway of the Mediterranean Sea. The Pok Strait separates the India and Sri Lanka. Nile River is the world's largest and longest river ongoing from the Lake Victoria. The Aswan Dam and Nasi Lake are located in Congo, and Jare River crosses the equator twice, while the Limpopo River cuts the Capricorn line twice. The second major river is the Amazon River based on water flow. Mississippi Missouri River is the only river flowing of the hand-shaped delta. The largest waterfall in the world is Angel Falls, which is situated on the river of Karuni. The highest peak in the world is the Everest Peak. The highest height is the 885 meter. The deepest ocean is the Pacific Ocean, which has depth of the 11,006 meter of the Mariana Thaw. The lowest deep in the Arctic Ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. Indian geography now. The area of India is the 3287 to 263 square km. It is the 2.42% of the whole world. India has the 75% of the world's population. India is the 7th largest country in the world by area, while the second largest country by population. The length of India now you see is the most area of the which country? Then gets Russia. Second number, first number Russia, second number Canada, then third number got is China, and fourth number USA, and fifth number Brazil, and sixth number Australia, and seventh number finally you got India. First Russia, then Canada, now China, USA, Brazil, Australia, India. You learned it and makes a score in the exam. Now length of the India north to side 324 km, while the length of east to west is 2933 km. The total territorial border length of the 15,200 km, while the total coastline of India 7,560.6 km. The southernmost point of the India, Andaman Nicobar, Indira Point, Andaman Nicobar, 6 degree 4 minutes, while the northeast point is India, Indira Col, Ladakh, 37 degrees 7 minutes, 37 degrees 6 minutes, and the eastern point is the Kibuthu, Arunachal Pradesh, and 96 degree 25 minutes, and the western point is the Gormota, Gujarat, 68 degrees 7 minutes each. The southern point India is the Kanyakumari, 8 degree 4 minutes, 8 degree 4 minutes, 8 degree 4 minutes. The southern point of the India is the 876 km from the equator. The Cancer International line passes through the middle of China, India, passing through 8 states: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. The total state located on the coastline of India: 9. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal. The theory related to origin of Himalayas is the modern plate tectonics theory. The highest peak in India, K2 Godwin Austen, and the highest peak in India is Kanchenjunga. Now let's watch the K2 Godwin is the POK area, Pak occupied Kashmir now, but is Kanchenjunga situated is the in India. The highest peak of India now is South India is the Anaimudi. South India, the highest peak of South India, Aravalli mountain range is found in Rajasthan. The plateau of Nagpur is called Ruhr of India. The plateau of Tibet is called Uproot of the world. The largest lake in the world is the Caspian Sea Lake, the sweetest lake, Superior Lake, and world's saltwater lake is the Lake Van Lake. Lake Titicaca is the highest lake, while the Baikal Lake is the deepest lake in the world. The largest lake in India, Silka Lake, the sweetest lake in India, Ular Lake, the saltwater lake is the Sambal Lake. The highest waterfall of India is the Jog or Garsappa Falls, which is on the Saravati River. The longest bridge in the India is Bhupen Hazarika Bridge. Majde Island, largest river Iceland, is located on is the Brahmaputra River, is the state Assam. The highest rainfall in India is in Masinram, the least Leh Ladakh. The largest and longest river of the India is Ganga, and the second major river based on the flow of water is the Brahmaputra. River of the combined stream of the Brahmaputra and Ganga is known as the Padma in Bangladesh, before the Ganga river falls into the Bay of Bengal known as the Meghna. The Sundarban Delta is found at the mouth of the Ganges river, in the which evergreen forest grow. The river of orients from the Gangotri and Brahmaputra rivers orients from the Mansarovar Lake and Kumangdong. Brahmaputra river is known as the Tsangpo in Tibet and Dehong in the Arunachal Pradesh. The largest tributary India is the Yamuna river, which originates from Yamunotri. There are two rivers who makes Narmada and Tapti estuary. The Godavari river is called Vriddh Ganga or Old Ganga or Ganga of the South. The longest river of the south is the Kaveri river. The climate of India is the Tropic climate. The maximum rainfall in the India is from the southwest climate. Returning climate to India, Tamil Nadu receiving rain from the climate. Maximum forest in India found in the Madhya Pradesh. Now you saw the most important जो which countries is connected to our states. You first say in the map Afghanistan to India. Afghanistan to India connected to 160 km long border. Which state? Ladakh. You then learn it Durand line. Durand line goes in the India and Afghanistan. Now you check the Pakistan and India. How many states connected to border of the Pakistan? Now see, 1 गुजरात, सेकेंड राजस्थान, थर्ड पंजाब, फोर्थ जम्मू कश्मीर, फिफ्थ जो है लद्दाख. यू सी दी यहाँ नाउ 5 स्टेट connected to border of Pakistan. Now is the line up Red Cliff line. Red Cliff line is the mid of between Pakistan and India. China, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. 5 state is the connected to line border of the China. McMahon line between India and China. 3,488 km long line or border mix with India is China. Now is the watch Nepal, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Sikkim, Bhutan, Sikkim and West Bengal. Now Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Myanmar now was this Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. And Bangladesh is the longest international line borderline mix with India. How much? 496 km. Bangladesh was the longest international border with India. 496 km. Now see the how much state is the फर्स्ट बांग्लादेश, सेकेंड असम, थर्ड जो बांग्लादेश, यहाँ पे मेघालय, फोर्थ है यहाँ पे आपका त्रिपुरा, उसके बाद मिज़ोरम. तो यहाँ पे कितने स्टेट होंगे? 1 2 3 4 5 5 स्टेट इज कनेक्टेड टू बॉर्डर दी बांग्लादेश. नाउ यू सी दी 1 points is the there. Tripura is the covered with 3 areas of the Bangladesh. Now you see our coastal range states: Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. Total 9 states is the coastal range. Now ancient history of India. Maharishi Dvipadayan was the compiler of the Vedas. Maharishi Dvipadayan of compiler of the Vedas is said to have told of 4 Vedas. The 4 Vedas respectively Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, Atharved. The oldest Veda Rigved and the later of new Ved is the Atharved. There are the 10 mandals, 128 sukt and 10,600 mantras in the Rigved. The 10th mandal of the Rigved described to the Purush Sukt. The 3rd mandal of the Rigved mention the Gayatri Mantra. The priest of the Rigved is referred to as Hota, while as the priest of Yajurved is called the Ardhvaryu. The Samved is said to the father of Indian music, the Veda. The Purush of the Rigveda is called the Udgata. The priest of the Atharvaveda belongs to the Brahman. Vidcraft is mentioned in the Atharvaveda. Satyameva Jayate is described in the Mundaka Upanishad. From the Mundaka Upanishad. In the Vedas, Saraswati river has been called holy river. Dasragya war is mentioned in the Rigved itself. Panini works in the Ashtadhyayi Kallan Rajtarangini. Indus Valley civilization was described discovered by Dayaram Sani in 1921. Mohenjo-daro was discovered by Rakhaldas Banerjee in 1922. Mohenjo-daro is called the mouth of the death. The crops of the Indus Valley civilization were wheat and barley. The people of Indus Valley civilization called the earth of goddess of fertility. The city of Kalibanga was called the city of Conch or Bangals. Lothal and Sutkangadur were major ports of the Indus Valley civilization. First Tirthankar of Jainism was Rishabdev and the second Tirthankar was Ajit Nath, while the 23rd Tirthankar was the Parshvanath and 24th Tirthankar and the last Tirthankar was the Mahavir Swami. Mahavir Swami was born in the Kund village Vaisali in the 540 BC. His father was the Suddhodhan and mother is Trisala and wife name is the Yashoda and daughter Pridarshana or Anuja. His childhood name was the Vardhaman. Mahavir Swami attained the enlightenment at the Zambik Gram on the bank of Rijpolika river. Mahavir Swami Zin or Kevlin were called after the attending enlightenment. Mahavir Swami gave his first sermon in Pali language in the Rajgiri, while the made Prakriti language is the Pakil language is the of his medium of publicity. Mahavir Swami had added simplicity of the Zen doctrine. Mahavir Swami died Pavapuri in 468 BC at the age of 72. After his death, Jainism was divided into part Digambar and Shwetambar. Supporter of Digambar, Bhadrabahu, remain naked, while supporter of Shwetambar, Bilbhadra, wear white robes. Gautam Buddha was born in the Lumbini. Born in the Lumbini in 563 BC. His childhood name was the Siddhartha. His father was Suddhodhan and mother was Mahamaya. And aunt is the Prajapati Gautami and there was wife Yasodhara and son of Rahul and Sarthi Channa. Yusadi Rahul. Gautam Buddha was the first guru. Gautam was first guru of the Buddha Alar Kalam. And the renouncement house of the Gautam Buddha is the Mahaviniskaraman. The enlightenment attained the Bodh Gaya Vihar of the banks of Niranjana river. It is the called Nirvan. He gave his first sermon in the Sarnath Prakrit language, while the medium of propaganda language is the Pali. Pali language was the created the first sermon of the Gautam Buddha called Dharma Chakra Pravartan has given the most sermon in the Sravasti. First female disciples of the Gautam Buddha was his aunt Prajapati Gautami. He died in Kushinagar in 483 BC, which was called Mahaparinirvan. The Buddhist text has been called the Tripitaka after the death of Gautam Buddha. Buddhists divided into two sects, Hinayan and Mahayana. The first Buddhist association took place in the region of Rajgiri Ajasatru in the 483 BC. The second Buddhist association took place in the region of Vaisali Kalashok in 383 BC. Third Buddhist association took place in the region of Patliputra Ashok in 255 BC. Fourth Buddhist musical was the first century in 76 AD during the reign of Kundalwan Kanishka. The Ajivak sect was founded by Maklipust Gosal. Haryak dynasty was founded by the Bhimsar. Jivak was the monk of Bhimsar. Udayan Patliputra was founded. Udayan Patliputra or Patna was founded. The last ruler of Haryak Vansh was the Nagdasak. Shishunag dynasty was founded by Shishunag. The last ruler of Shishunag was the Nandivardhan. Nanda dynasty was founded by Mahapadmanand. Nanda dynasty last ruler of his dynasty was the Ghananand. Alexander of Great invaded in India 326 BC. Alexander mentor was the Aristotle. The Battle of Hydaspes or Jhelum was the fought between the Alexander and Porus. Alexander army refused to cross the Vyas river. Alexander died in Babylon 323 BC. The Maurya dynasty was founded by Chandragupta Maurya. Seleucus Nicator sent Megasthenes to the court of Chandragupta Maurya as his Rajput. Megasthenes' book is Indica. Chanakya's book is Arthashastra. Economics is related to politics. Chanakya was Chandragupta Maurya's advisor and prime minister. Seleucus' mother's name was Ashok. Ashok's mother's name was Subhadrangi. It was the Ashok who was established Srinagar. The Kaling War took place in the year 26 BC during Ashok's reign. After the war, Ashok was the gave up the fighting and adopted to Dhamma policy. Ashok has studying Buddhism from the Upagupta, Upagupta, Upagupta. Now this is the Subgupta in the English. Ashok sent his son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra to Sri propagate Buddhism. In 1835, James Pritchett first succeeded in reading the Ashok inscription. The last ruler of Maurya dynasty is Brihadratha. Kushan dynasty was founded by Kujul Phases. Kanishka started the Samant and 7080 AD, which is the today India's national canon. Nagarjuna, Ashok Ghosh, Vashumitra, Charak all lived in the court of Kanishka. Charak is said to be the father of medical science. The Gupta Empire is called the golden period of ancient history. It founded by the Sri Gupta, while the actual founder is said to Chandragupta first. Samudragupta is called Napoleon of India, and Prayag Prashasti was composed by Hari Sen. The Chinese traveler Fayan came to the India during the reign of Chandragupta II or Vikramaditya. Nalanda University was founded by Kumar Gupta. The last ruler of Gupta dynasty was Vishnu Gupta. The Chinese traveler Zhang came to India during the Harshvardhan. Wango come to Harshvardhan region. The Pala dynasty was founded by Gopal, and Takshila University is founded by Dharmapal. Modern history of India. First Muslim is modern history in India. First Muslim to invaded the Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad Ghazni invaded the India 17 times as the most important Somnath temple. The first battle of the Torrent was found between the Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan in 1191, in which Prithviraj Chauhan was the winner. The second battle of the fought between the Muhammad Ghori and 1192 AD, which of the Muhammad Ghori was the victor. The battle of the Chantavar was the fought between the Muhammad Ghori and Jayachand 1194 AD, in which of the Muhammad Ghori and the victor. Ghulam dynasty was founded by Qutbuddin Aibak, is known as the Lakh Baks. Qutbuddin Aibak is the founder of the Qutub Minar and built the Alai Din Hut. He died in the 1210 AD while playing Chaugan. The tomb is located in Lahore. Qutub Minar was completed by Iltutmish. Iltutmish formed group of 14 Lisan Chinese and Turgan a Chahalgami or 14 contingents, and they implemented the Ikta system. Razia Sultan became the first and last female ruler of Delhi Sultanate. Balban adopted the strict of the blood policy of the towards in the opponents. It started rituals Sizda and Pobos in his court started the celebrating Nowruz festival. The Khilji dynasty was founded by the Jalaluddin Firoz Khilji. The practice of the keeping the Hulia or soldiers or the firing the horse was started by Alauddin Khilji. The fort of Sri Alai Darwaza built by Alauddin Khilji. Amir Khusro was the poet of Alauddin Khilji. The Tughlaq dynasty was founded by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the ruler who built the civil canals and established these cities like Fatehbad, Firozabad, as Jaunpur, etc. The Lodi dynasty was founded by Bailur Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi was the ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. Jaunpur was called Siraj of India. The brothers named Hariyar and Bukka founded the city of Vijayanagar. The Mughal Empire was founded by Bahadur. Babur. The first was the Babur. Bahadur नहीं Babur है. The first war of the Panipat took place between the Ibrahim Lodi and Babur Lodi 1526 AD. Khanwas war was fought between the Rana Sanga and Babur in 1527. Chanderi war in the fought 1528 AD between the Babur or Medni Rai. Battle of Ghagra took place in the 59 AD. Babur or between Afghan ruler and Babur. Babur autography is Tujuk-e-Babari is the thumb of Babur is in the Kabul. The Battle of Chausa was fought. The Battle of Chausa was fought between the Humayun and Sher Shah Suri in the 1539 AD. The Battle of Kannauj was the battleground took place between Humayun and Sher Shah Suri in the 1540 AD. Humayun was composed by the Gulmadan Begum. Humayunama was composed by Gulmadan Begum. Sher Shah Suri's childhood name was Farid. Sher Shah Suri thumb is Sasaram, Bihar. Sher Shah Suri Bolt GT Road. Akbar's mother name was the Hamida Banu Begum. Akbar's bodyguard was Bairam Khan. Second war of the Panipat took the place of the 1556 AD between Humayun Vikramaditya and Akbar. The Battle of the Haldi Ghati took place between Maharana Pratap and Akbar in 1576 AD. In 1571 AD, Fatehpur Sikri city was told and Buland Darwaja was built to enter it. Akbar founded Ibadat Khana in 1575 AD. Din-e-Ilahi was the first and last Hindu Birbal is accepted religion. Akbar's Navratna Birbal Man Singh, Faizi Todarmal, Rahim Khan Khana, Abul Fazl, Tansen, Hakim Hukam, Mulla Do Pyasa. The comparison of Akbaris and Akbarnama in the composition of Akbari and Akbarnama is in Abul Fazl. The practice of slavery was opposed by 1562 AD by Akbar. Akbar tombs at Sikandra near of Agra. Jahangir's childhood name was Salim. Jahangir's region is called the golden period of painting. Jahangir hanged the Arjun, the fifth guru of Sikhs, associating the Shahzada Khusro. Noor Jahan's mother Asmat Begum discovered the method of extracting perfume from crosses. Jahangir was the gold chain of justice for people of his kingdom. Golden chain. Jahangir's tomb was built of the Noor Jahan and Shahadra near of Lahore. Shah Jahan region is called the golden period of architecture. Shah Jahan built the Red Fort, Taj Mahal, Delhi Jama Masjid, Agra Moti Masjid, etc. The Peacock Throne was also constructed by Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan Museum is located in Agra. Shah Jahan is region called the golden period of architecture. Shah Jahan built the now is the copied. Sikhism was founded by Guru Nanak. Our fourth Guru Ramdas was city is the Amritsar. The last and 10th Guru of the Guru Gobind Singh Khalsa Panth started. आधुनिक भारत यानी मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया. The Cape of Good Hope was discovered by Bartholomew in 1488 AD. America was discovered by Columbus in 494 AD. India was discovered by Vasco da Gama 498 AD. Vasco da Gama was the first European to visit India. Vasco da Gama was helped to India a man named Abdul Hamid. Vasco da Gama was welcomed into India by a ruler named Jamorin. Vasco da Gama landed on the Calicut coast. The first trading kothi was opened by the Portuguese in Cochin in 1498. The Dutch forced kothi the trading established in Machilipatnam in 1605. East India was founded in 1600 and 1608 AD. The first Englishman, Captain Hawkins, came to India. The British set up the first factory in Surat 1680 AD and the first trading house in the southeast coast of this 1611 AD in Machilipatnam. Now next point, the Battle of the Plassey was fought in the 757. Buxar was fought in the 764. The first governor of Bengal was the Lord Clive. The first governor of the General Bengal under the Regulating Act 1773 Warren Hastings. First Governor General of Bengal Warren Hastings. The Kolkata Supreme Court was established 774 under the Regulating Act 773. With Eliza MP as the first Chief Justice of Kolkata Supreme Court. Father of the Indian Civil Services Lord Cornwallis. The Lord Wellesley adopted the subsidiary treaty establishing for Fort William College in it. Lord William Bentinck was the first Governor General of India. In India, the practice of sati in 1829 at the association with Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Lord Charles Metcalfe is the liberator of the Indian press is the called. Dalhousie region is known as the because of the leprosy diary theory. The first train in India 34 km from Mumbai on 16 April 1853 was running during the reign of Lord Dalhousie. The first merge state by Dalhousie was Satara. The last governor of the India was the Lord Canning, and the first viceroy of the India was the Lord Canning. The governor of India was the Lord Canning at the time of the 1857 revolution. The Department of the Agriculture was established 1872 during the Lord Mayo. Next question. The first census of India was done in the 1872 during the reign of Lord Mayo. The Lord Ripon had increased the age of the admission of the civil services from the 19 years to 21 years. The census of the began in 1881 during the Lord Ripon's reign at the regular 10 years intervals. Local self-governments was the started to Lord Ripon. The Brahman Samaj was the Brahma Samaj and Atme Sabha was founded by Raja Ram Mohan Rai in 1828. Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. The Ramakrishna Mission was founded by Swami Vivekananda. Prayer Samaj was founded by Atmarana Panduranga and Mahadeva Govind Ranade. The Indian National Congress was founded by A.O. Hume in the 1885 Bombay. First president of Indian National Congress was the Bimish Chandra Banerjee. First Muslim president of Indian National Congress, Badruddin Tayyibji, was the created. First British president of Indian National Congress, George Yule, was created. The first woman to become the president of Indian National Congress was Annie Besant. The first Indian woman was Sarojini Naidu. Gandhi became the president of the Belgaum session of the Indian National Congress. The partition of the Bengal was announced of the 20 July 905 by Lord Curzon, which came into existence in the 16 October on 905. At the Kolkata session of the 906, the Congress under the chairmanship of Dadabhai Nauroji demanded Swaraj. The Muslim League was founded in Dhaka in 960 by Salimullah Khan and Aga Khan. The Indian National Congress was divided in the Surat section of 907, hot and soft, Naram and Garam Dal. The capital change was announced in 911. In 1st April 912, Delhi was shifted from the Kolkata to the capital. Lucknow session 916 agreement between the Muslim League and Congress. The first Home Rule League was founded on the 28 April 1906 by the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Gandhiji's first Satyagraha movement in India was the Champaran Satyagraha movement in 1917. After the Champaran Satyagraha, Rabindranath Tagore gave the Mahatma Gandhi August 2900 was announced August 918 Kisan Kheda Satyagraha movement. The Rolex Act came to the India on 6 April 999. The 13 April 1990 the Jallianwala Bagh massacres took place. Rabindranath Tagore renowned the title of Knight and Mahatma Gandhi title of Saifun-e-Hind of incident. The Hunter Committee was set up to investigate the Jallianwala Bagh Hatyakand. The Khilafat Andolan took place in the 920. The non-cooperation movement took place on 1 August 920. Chauri Chaura incident took place to 5 February 922. Simon Commission was constituted 8 November 927. It reached in India on 3 February 1928. After the Bardoli Satyagraha, the woman Bardoli gave the title of Iron Man of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The goal of the complete self-government was set up by Congress in 928. The Lahore session on 12 March 900, Gandhi ji started the Dandi March from the Sabarmati Ashram with 78 followers, and 6 April 930 started the civil disobedience movement by breaking the SALT law. First round table was the held on 12 November to 30th January 12 November 930 to 13th January 932. The conference is the second round in table 7 September to 1 December 931. While the third and final round the conference was held on 17 November 32 to 24 December 932. All round table conference were held in London. The Gandhi event packed Delhi was 5 March 931. Mahatma Gandhi attended the second table round table conference. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the only Indian to attend the three round table conference. On 26 September 932, Pune Pact agreement was reached between the Bhimrao Ambedkar and Gandhiji. The Kakori Iskander took the place of the 9 August 925. 23rd March 932, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru hanged in Lahore jail. The August proposal was announced by Viceroy by Lin Lithgow in 8 August 940. Lahore session was demanded by Pakistan in 914. The Cripps mission came in India 942. Quiet India movement started in 9 August 942. In this movement, Gandhiji gave the slogan of "Do or Die." The Muslim League, "Do or Die." Muslim League is the quiet movement did not support. The cabinet mission reached in India 24 March 946. Members Stafford Cripps, Patrick Lawrence and A.V. Alexander. The mountain plan was announced on 20 February 1947. At the time of the India's independence, the Prime Minister of Britain was Clement Attlee. The Parliamentary reform at the came in 909 under the Act. Separate electorates were arranged for Muslim. The bicameral Legislative Council was established at the centre under the Government of India 999 or the Montagu-Chelmsford Reforms Act. Bicameral Legislative. The first Governor General of Independent India was the Lord Mountbatten, while the first last Indian Governor General of Independent India was Chakrabarti Rajgopalachari. Next, Indian Constitution. The first meeting of the Constitution Assembly on the 9 December 946, which the provincial president would appointed Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. The second meeting was held on 11 December 946, which of the provincial president Dr. Rajendra Prasad permanent president Dr. Rajendra Prasad was appointed. On 13 December 946, an objective resolution was introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru was the founder of the Indian Constitution. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committee Prarup Samiti. The last meeting of the Constitution Assembly was held on 24 January 950. The Constitution was adopted by Constitution Assembly on 26 November 949. The Indian Constitution came into force on the 26 January 950. It took 2 years, 11 months, 18 days to form the Indian Constitution. The original Constitution, 3905 articles, 22 parts, 8 schedules, and currently there 465 articles and 25 parts and 12 schedules. By this 42nd Constitution Amendment 976, the words secular, socialist and integrity and were added to preamble. The preamble of Constitution is called key of the Constitution. It has been said by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Something taken by other countries' constitution so that there you watch. Britain Parliament system of the governance, single citizenship, bicameral system, collective responsible and Council of Ministers towards and Lok Sabha President's constitutional head. United States preamble, fundamental rights, judicial review, vice president and Supreme Courts. Canada division of powers. Australia concurrent list, joint sitting of both houses. Japan procedure of established by law. Russia fundamental duties. South Africa constitution amendments. Ireland directive principles of state policy. Germany emergency provisions. इमरजेंसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रहना चाहिए, यहाँ पे कट गया, गड़बड़ है। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेंशन 22 लैंग्वेज, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेंशन 22 लैंग्वेज। Constitution amendment was 1951 in the Indian Constitution to add the 9th schedule। फर्स्ट यहाँ पे रहेगा फर्स्ट अमेंडमेंट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 1951, यानी जो प्रथम संविधान संशोधन किया गया उसकी बात की जा रही है यहाँ पे। पार्ट फर्स्ट यूनियन एंड टेरिटरी आर्टिकल 1 to 4। पार्टिकल्स यहाँ पे पार्ट 2 सिटीजनशिप आर्टिकल 5 to 11। पार्ट 3 फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज़ आर्टिकल 12 to 35। पार्ट 4 डायरेक्टिव एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द स्टेट 36 to 51। पार्ट 4A फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज़ 51A। द फंडामेंटल राइट्स इज कॉल्ड द मैग्ना कार्टा ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। नाउ नेक्स्ट, at present how many fundamental rights are there in the constitution, but you got the permanent original constitution, you got the 7 fundamental rights. Right to equality are articles 14 to 18। article 14 equal rights before the law of all citizens। article 15 shall not discriminate against the citizen or not the basis of state, religion, caste, sex, ratio or place of birth। article 16 right to get equal opportunity available of the opportunity of any post। article 17 end of the untouchability। article 18 end of the titles rights of freedom। article 19 freedom of speech। article 90A freedom of press। article 20 protection in the relationship citizenship convinced of crime। article 21 life of the physical freedom of Indian citizenship। article 20A state believe provide free and compulsory education of the children age 6 to 14। 86th Constitution Amendment 2002 है 29। article 22 arrest in certain circumstances, right against exploitation 23rd to 24। right of religion freedom 25 to 28। rights related to culture and education 29 to 30। right to constitutional remedies 30। the right of constitutional remedies described the article 23rd 32 by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the soul and heart of the constitution। article 40 पंचायती राज सिस्टम। article 48 agriculture and animal husbandry president। now इधर article 51 describe the fundamental duties। now here the 11 fundamental duties। article 52 of the Indian Constitution provide the presidency is called the first citizenship of India। Muhammad Hidayatullah has been the chief justice of only Supreme Court is the shown as the president chief justice now as the president oath। Neelam Sanjeev Reddy is the only president become the unopposed president, anyone does not in the opposition। only president exercise the veto power is the Gyani Jail Singh। under article 72 the president can grant pardon to anyone any punishment। 72 the president oath by the chief justice of Supreme Court। the new election should be held within 6 months if the president is vacant। if the president is absent then the vice president acts his place। the vice president is also absent the chief justice of Supreme Court acts of the president। article of 74 of the Indian Constitution state about the council ministers which headed by the prime minister। article 79 Indian Constitution mentions the parliament which has the 3 parts, president, Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha। Rajya Sabha is the mentioned the article 18 and the constitution maximum number of the members can be 250 while presently 244। Uttar Pradesh is the state with the most Rajya Sabha members। in the Rajya Sabha 12 members are nominated by the president। the Rajya Sabha is the constituted For 6 years there is the permanent house and the higher member, which is the neighbor, constituted every 2 years. 1/3 its members retire and new members take their place. The Lok Sabha mentioned in the Article 81. It is the called popular house and standing the lower house. The maximum number of Lok Sabha members can be 1552, while at the present of 1545, Uttar Pradesh is the state with the highest number of Lok Sabha, 18 seats. The president of hold a joint sitting the board houses and chairman by the speaker or of the Lok Sabha. Now is the last topics and points. In the Indian Constitution, budget is mentioned in the Article 122, annual financial statement. Article 110 refers to Medivieval and the Lok Sabha speakers decided with whether a bill is money bill or not. First Lok Sabha Speaker of India, Ganesh Vasudev Mawalkar. Article 324 state subject to of the Supreme Court. Article 343 mention of the state language. National emergency is mentioned on Article 352. President rule in the Article 356. Financial emergency is mentioned in Article 360. Article 368 mentioned in the subject to constitutional amendment. Now your video is the completed by now you history, geography and constitution complete within in 1 hour. Okay, like and press the bell icon ताकि then you got the every questions. Okay, bye bye, take care.